So heed of a warning as you can, because none of this should, in fact, have any sort of features in real life. Remember, this is only a game, and when it comes to games, it shouldn't impact your real life decisions. Yes. Lovely headphones for this lovely occasion of playing games with best experience as possible. Adjust the brightness of your screen so that the logo on the left is just barely visible. Well, that depends on your screens as well as mine. Phew, that's good fun. Good and fun. Very good and fun. Aha, this is what I wanted to see. This lovely screen that I've been waiting for a little bit of time. Greetings everyone, my name is FlareBlitzed here, and welcome to Luke's, however you want to call it. I'm thinking of Luna as in like Luke's, trying to get that first pronunciation correct. But anyways, this is made by a good friend of mine called Rindre Rindere, and yeah, it's a game that I've been looking forward to for a little bit of time since I've heard about it, and I believe this revolves around a story of a person who goes into a dream of their own, obviously, and then they're trying to find something to reshape their life, and in this case, a wonderful partner, let's per se. So, waking up, dream, sleep, what the hell, I know what all these are. Dream is loading up, wake up is exit the game, and sleep is starting the game. So this is only the demo at the moment, it's not the full game, but we've got our hands on the game in itself. Sorry for a weird start there. Many years ago our country was struggling. After the war, Dystopian sunk into utter chaos. Nuclear damage has caused the infrastructure to crumble. The infrastructure to what? The entire world? Humanity? The birth rate was declining. The government was losing its grip. We had suffered so many casualties that our country no longer had enough people to assume a role in the workplace and rebuild a nation. But Monica, heir of the dynasty, had a solution. Alongside her chief scientist, Monica used artificial reproduction to return the population back to its original number. To do this, reproductive cells were genetically programmed with a special task in the workforce and raised in laboratories. The people born from them became the perfect workers. They did not raise objectives. Monica immediately restored the people's faith in the government. So kind of like robots then, basically. Served only the purpose of its masters. Of course, the entire process was met with controversy. The public was crying out that the artificially reproduced had no free will, and that they were simply pawns for economic success. They also rejected the practice of giving cells with certain tasks different capabilities of emotion. Some of the artificially reproduced had become dissatisfied with the tasks they were born to do. Yeah, but if you're making artificial humans to do this process, then you wouldn't give them the emotion of dissatisfaction in the first place. Those brave enough to face the women behind the system marched right into the Heartland city. Monica was not happy. She rounded up all of the opposition's leaders and personally killed them, one by one. Broadcasted to the entire nation to watch. Silence was inserted by making it mandatory from Dystopian citizens to witness public executions. God, even hearing on stuff like that in the news is one thing, but no freaking way would I like to see a video of anything like that. The opposed started to gather in secret. They would not accept the muzzle, or whatever that word is, strapped onto their faces. Conversively, I'm not too sure. They call their group just another word I can't pronounce. A face of the group was someone who went by the name Penancer. She appointed 2 members, Liconism and Contingency, as her seconds in command. Panacea and Justicism carried out missions to assassinate those that pushed for genetically altering reproductive cells for the benefit of the government for years. Justicism's ultimate goal was to assassinate Monica Tanangri herself. However, that plan came to a halt last month. Panacea was convicted of treason and publicly... Okay. So what does this have to do with the fact of a dream girl? Let's just say that. Typing into the net. This is the worst thing I've ever written. What does one write? If I actually had friends, I'd probably be out enjoying myself right now. Instead of staying at home. Just increase my brightness a little bit for myself. What do I write next? I don't think I have the motivation to write something good. Maybe if I try Lucid Dreaming, I could figure out what to do next. Hearing my own voice is so cringy. I can't remember how to do it properly. Guess I should look at in my journal to see how to do it again. Is that the journal? Well then, is this a PC per se? Dating sim games because I am an ugly loser. Okay. Edgy cyber... No. Not shouting out that word out. Dystopian society where scientifically engineered people and used for economic stuff. Also there's blank anarchists and the government watches you every move. Characters. Older than she looks, ruler of Dimampi. She doesn't have an heir to the dynasty, but she doesn't need one. Having a resting blank face, probably. Artificial. She was born to be a soldier, so her physique is made to be rugged. But she was infused with too much of that emotional stuff. Very polite, very beautiful. Also pink hair. Homeless, wandering the street of Heartland in her childhood with her dad. I don't know his name yet. The government killed her mother, so that's why she's mad. Not much older than Lucanism. I don't know how to pronounce these bloody names. Century for that person, purple theme. Real name is Natalie. Has nice thick thighs. I would not want to be kicked by her. Older than he looks. Monica's chief scientist. They have a long history together. Has a nice nose as well. Doesn't know who she is yet. A courier. Blue hair, nice, also very coordinated and does rescuing. I don't know what their name is yet. Pink hair. Wait, one more thing. Settings. Future. That's it. Space horror, I guess. A fortune teller's shop who also doubles as the supernatural hotel. Garages. Very mysterious. Her magic keeps her young. Magic also keeps the shop looking like a shop to humans, but a hotel to supernatural stuff. Probably harnesses the power of the moon. Seen as assistant. Very small and weird hair. Doesn't really talk much. Brandon. Some kid whose girlfriend was a ghost and now he's mad because her spirit moved on or something. Cringy comment simulator. Dream eater guy. He eats dreams to satisfy his hunger because he can't eat human food. He has a business where he eats people's nightmares and travels frequently to do so. A bunch of other people and creatures in the hotel I should probably also describe. Oh yeah, but Misma. Real well, probably. Okay. Some guy with hunger issues and his ghost gf.txt. Cyberpunk. Okay. many years ago. Oh. What? I didn't mean to... This is the same thing, isn't it? Very bad story. Something else. Parkour. Nah. What do you want to look at? Reasons to live. One, I want to do good things. I want to finish writing a book. I want to get cool clothes. I want people to like me for what I do. I want to keep my relationships. I don't want to hate people anymore. I want to be in a romantic relationship with someone. I want to know what snow is like. I want to travel the world. I want to be successful. I want to be an inspiration to people. I want friends. I want to keep in touch with people. I don't want to feel like crap when I'm rejected. I don't want to keep my emotions in check. Well, I want to keep my emotions high. I don't want to feel like a burden for people. I don't want mums to cry. I don't want to feel numb anymore. I want to learn to trust people again. I want to learn how to stop thinking in black and white. I want to remake myself permanently, not just promising myself I'll change and give up frequently. I want to feel validated. I don't want to feel like I'm floating. I don't want to feel paranoid anymore. Is this 99 problems? Okay. For when I want... Okay. Okay. Definitely. Well, I opened it anyways. Maybe later. So you sure it was on the panel? Where else was it? This is your diary. In it, you can save the game in the form of diary entries and view instructions on how to play the game. I would like to make a save, please. And then I would also like to view the instructions. Use directional keys to move around. Press Z, enter, or space to confirm and interact. Press X to use a menu, or escape alternatively. Number 4, get in bed to start sleeping. Number 5, save at desks with red books. And number 6, be careful. Why should I be careful? For goodness sakes. I have a bunch of old diaries filled with me complaining about my pain and suffering. Now it's all on my blog. I whine too much on there, but at least people don't see it. At least, I hope no one that knows me in real life knows about it. I mean, I don't have friends anyway, so I don't think I'll have much of a problem. The bookshelf's overflowing with books. I should really try to organise it again, but I'm too lazy. Let's look in the mirror. I don't like how I can't recognise myself whenever I look in the mirror. Something changes every time, but I don't know what. And no matter what I put on my arm, these never fade away. What never fades away? Now is it the time to change clothes? Is it the time to leave? I've locked the door. Hopefully no one will knock anytime soon. Can we, when we hold down shift, do we run? Do we... Okay, we go to bed. We go to bed and we lucid dream. Wait, how do we sleep again? I'm joking. And, whoa, we got candles. Yeah, huh? Where is this? I don't think this is somewhere I've written about. Somewhere, something? Let's look around. The bright light streaming in through the window makes it impossible to see what's outside. These candles... Something? What's this? It's a poem. Still I remember and still I remain in this world, just to see your smile. I don't want to have this heart. That only brings me pain. This sounds really sad. In fact, this entire book seems to be a collection of sad poetry. This sounds like something I would write, if I actually wrote down how I felt years ago on paper. Who wrote this? Something or somebody. Let's go through the door nonetheless. Oh look, we have delicious bunny rabbits. Hey, squeaky noise. That's the sound of me when I step on them. Squeak. I'm only joking. I don't step on rabbits. I pet them, I feed them, I adore them, I look after them. I don't actually have rabbits on my own. Mainly because I have 3 Jack Russell Terriers that would instantly want to kill rabbits. Which is why I don't have rabbits. Anyways, what's in this surprisingly purplish room?
Huh?
It's just a canvas with nothing on it. Is this modern art? If you visualize your head onto a canvas, you will be able to see perfection. Just like that. Just like that, perfection. Anyways, let's move on. What the hell did I do just there? I have no idea, but I don't think anything lied beyond there. Unless it was a dramatic decision that decides the ending of this demo. Because there are 3 endings to this demo. But unfortunately, like anything, you have to explore through the game to know what triggers each particular ending. What requirements are there. We're on the right. It's actually quite hard to see, I'm not going to lie, with these pillars especially. Right, here's... Ah, we're called Benjamin. And we are within a lucid world because the real world is just so stupid. Filled with people that I see every day. The clock ceases to move. Despite this, it shows no signs of dust or wear. In fact, it may have never been ever even ticked. Sorry. That sounded pretty cool, didn't it? I think it did. The sound of silence sounds pretty cool, because it doesn't even emit a sound. Where are we? There are galaxies upon galaxies moving past on the other side of the window. And this is just one tiny speck within our particular galaxy, amongst the stars, amongst the cosmos, amongst the void. The void being the most mass of something that the universe could even comprehend. The void is essentially nothing. This clock has ceased to tick for who knows how long. And this picture? The man in this painting is crying. What is with this place? My goodness sakes. Well, there used to be a man in this painting, but it is now filled with the tears of all the rabbits I have eaten. Standing in the darkest night, I can't see all the stars that once shined brightly. Lying between black and white, feeling like I have not ever been touched by you. Touched by who? I don't want to be touched by anything. Pages on this table have been ripped out and scattered in anger. An ink pen was used to scribble out every word that was written. I can still see some pencil marks between the ink. It says Genevieve? Why do I recognize that name? Whoever had this as a journal, and why would they do this? Under the scattered pages, a set of keys lies. Oh, I will absolutely take the keys, for goodness sakes. Who wouldn't take a set of keys? Even if it led to my demise, I would still take the keys. Not sure who I am anymore. Who am I fighting for? My head's a civil war. Soldiers dying ashore. You're the reason I kept living. So don't leave me, light of my life. Don't feel satisfied. Feelings cast aside. Find a way to defy my own heart committed suicide. Okay. I've known from the start you were in my heart, keeping me from falling apart. All the courage inside me fills me up completely, lighting up a flame. I won't lose this game. Broken and scattered into a million pieces, not even love could reproduce this unknown feeling trying to connect the shards in my bleeding hands. Could this person I see be my own reflection? And why does every line have a capitalized letter? Now that we're at the end of the line, pleaded for your life like you lie all the time. Harsh truths and broken trust were my bullets. I point my gun at you. What do these do? I got mad, so mad, I wanted to hurt To feel again the sharp blade of a scalpel breaking my skin. Breaking my skin is a thin red lines that would sting slightly when I hurriedly wash them. Yeah, we're gonna keep reading. I want to feel pain. The kind that made me feel like I was alive and breathing. The kind that reminded me that I exist and the blood that comes out is real and warm. Yes, how would someone hate themselves if everyone they were friends with and loved left them? How? Well then, we read it. Do I get a reward? Broken trust fills the cracks of the soul and begins to envelop its entirety. Jealousy of what wasn't hers to begin with cradles the glimmer of hope and hides it away. Death is inevitable even for the toughest. Out of reach at sea, I am an island in isolation. I have endured the frigid sun, the burning seas. I climbed up the tall, snowy hills and fell out of the storm grey sky. Storm grey sky, just to return to you. I don't know why I thought stormy rainy sky. My eyes have slept throughout this journey, but now I have woken up and realized that we are survivors who have re-experienced birth. I wouldn't want to know what it felt like to experience the same thing over and over again, when you was only supposed to have it only once in your life. Unless, of course, you're giving birth, that's why. My flesh seared with black rain, bones crumbled under the weight of humanity's sins. The society that lives under the eye of the beholder burns with the fires of 1,000 suns, purifying their souls. Let the transgressions made by friends be unconsidered in the face of valiant battle, for we fight with the livid passion of the same suns. On Imthraun throne, O Imthriel Incarnadine, long live those who touch the heavens lest they burn forever. I see it. I can see it in my dreams, and you are there, perfect and inferior as you always are. But I can only sit up and stare at the cracks in the ceilings, hoping you would really do exist. But you won't. You can't. More and more it piles up. All the things that you dream of, every wish and every desire, to me, they all satisfy. Sleepless nights were spent staring at the ceiling, wondering what my wish was. Could I wish for friends, the ability to trust again, the ability to trust myself, to not feel hurt once more, but what will the price be? Internal damnation. So don't even try to come and approach me. Don't try to comfort me in my painful misery, for when I ever try to get you all to myself, I will forever regret myself. I keep searching in my mind for a clear solution, but my body is treating this just like confusion. Should I just ignore this deluge of so many different feelings, the madness that's preventing my healing? I am hurt. See these bandages? I am bleeding. See this broken glass? I wanted to see a future with the two of us, but clearly that is poisoned as well. And what is this up here? I found myself in a designed shop, or so it seemed. I looked around. The light filtered through the window and onto a figure before me. I froze to see a beautiful woman, her head resting on her palm, kneeling behind a low table on a soft cushion with cards laid out in front of her. Okay, good. I had trouble earlier trying to capture the screen. A smile, a slight one, was on her face. Her chin-length mahogany hair was like a waterfall. Destiny, she murmured. Destiny has brought you here. We are fated to meet because of it. Destiny, I questioned. Destiny, fate, fortune, a course of events that have established much before it has happened. She glanced at me with piercing purple eyes. You believe in destiny, do you not? Have I read this before? It felt like something somewhere changed. Just like a waterfall. I sobbed, watching my tears fall and melt into puddles on the ground. I didn't want this life anymore. I felt so weak, mentally, physically. I turned to see my reflection in the mirror, which seemed to be laughing at me in pity. Overwhelmed with rage at my own self, I dug my fist into the glass, which burst into millions of shards, not caring about the pain that twinged in my knuckles, nor the blood that poured forth. Who is this author? Might even be the protagonist's blogs, which is concealed. She whispered quietly as she closed her eyes in a dark fantasy. And that no, she can't go. She can't run from reality. You can run away to Africa. You can fly on a spaceship to Jupiter. But you cannot hide from the truth. Please just go. Please just go. It was saddening to know. As she wept, I looked into her eyes. This world was really the one she despised. What is this place? One candle a light in the darkness. How do we go up there? Do we use the stairs over here? I wanted to avoid using the stairs at all costs, but it looks like it's going to be this case then, where I look up here. Oh, there's another set of stairs, and more journals to read. I'm still not putting this down. Vi pouted as she gripped her handheld console closer to her chest, hiding the screen from him. You shouldn't be playing this late at night, he whispered into her ear. You won't be able to sleep enough to dream, and I will be a hungry dream eater. Can you move, Rabbit? Thank you very much. What's this now? Vivian looked up to see a young but tired-looking, sandy-haired man standing at her doorstep. She paused for a moment, examining him. There was something off about him. Perhaps it was his case of... I don't know how to pronounce that, but I do know that it's a person with two different eye colours. A plain blue left eye and a brilliantly green right eye. Or his eye bags, which looked hauntingly like raccoon eyes. You're the Dream Eater, right? Vivian blushed. Despite his lackluster face, he had a nice voice. It was husky, silvery. The Dream Eater smirked. Who might I be assisting this fine evening?
Huh?
Why does that sound familiar? I can't quite put my finger on it, but it must be because I'm dreaming. It felt like something somewhere changed. Again. With the old doll pressed against her chest, the little girl gained the courage to keep going deeper into the darkness, even though her legs could barely hold her body anymore. They couldn't tear their eyes away from the huge machine in front of them. It rose from within the bedrock and let out an oddly comforting drone that would pulse right through their body and pluck their very strings of their soul. There's no way you built that thing alone, they uttered after a moment of begrudging awe. The woman let out a short bark of laughter. No way, really? I'm an engineer. It's my job to find ways of destruction. A cold, gentle breeze fills the area where a young child is resting underneath a tree bearing ripe, starlight fruit. As the breeze continues, it starts to become stronger until the breeze knocks one of the fruits on the tree loose. The fruit falls and hits the child on the head, waking it up. So that child must have been in a dream then, for the star-shaped fruit to wake it up. And so it begins, he said, looming over the terrified girl. His flames licked at the darkness surrounding them. Another has fallen into this wretched basement. Trembling at the power emanating from this horrifying creature, the girl could only think of her stranded companions. Very lucidly. The water is running, like tears slowly falling. There is no other sound. No one is around. And this last one. All the tears that I've cried have been nothing but the same. However, my heart can't even bear this heavy weighing shame. What is it with all these? There's something written here. You. I cherish you all deeply. In your eyes I can see the future. And in the event, but I cannot be there to witness it. Take me with you in your hearts. Or I will take yours violently. Right. I think that's everywhere in here. All the different pages. If there are any other pages which are readable, then unfortunately, I'm sorry I didn't read it. There's so many pages here to read. So many bookshelves to look at. So you're saying you don't want me to inspect it because it might be a horrifying story. Well, unfortunately, the horrifying stories are what makes it juicy. Right, let's look at all this then. Right, we're out of that library. Is there anywhere else in which we can explore in this dark space, known as my head, where every single cry cannot be heard, because it is a world made up by someone else's imagination? It could even be a Yumaniki scenario, to be in fact, where you have the ability to create your own world, and within that world is just everything that's within your own consciousness, everything that's within your memories. Or it could even be something which has a relation towards your memories or the events you've witnessed, but they aren't directly related. Wait, what's this? There's something there. What's that meant to be? So yeah, dreams, I think, are impossible to create something which you haven't witnessed, or have something which you have witnessed that's similar to it. There's always something within a dream in which you've experienced before in your life, and it usually haunts you. What are those things over there? Looks like panels. Contestant number 1, contestant number 2. Maybe there's a third one I need to seek out and find. I think I've done 2 of them because something somewhere has changed. It's radiating heat. What is this? It's radiating heat. What's this? What is this? It's cold to the touch. Yeah, I need to find something else which allows me to go there. But what could the different endings be? I'm having no luck in trying to discover that. Let's go back and see what we can find. Although I really would love to have a running option. An option where I can actually run through the place. Okay, so we spawn from the top. We haven't been through... Oh, it's locked. How do I get it open? It doesn't like there's a keyhole either, so maybe this door unlocks with something else. Maybe go to the inventory. A set of keys and a key ring. I don't know where they belong or if they fit. So how do we use an item? No. No. Nothing there. Right, so if I can't use my keys there, then what can I do? Have I been in this room yet? I don't believe so. This place is filled to the brim with rabbits. Hey, there's another hallway here. Wait a minute. Is that me? I don't think.
Huh?
Did my reflection just laugh at me? Hey. I feel like that's just me. Yeah. I'm glad I discovered that little Easter egg. Will the reflection just laugh at me? How dare you? What have I done to you? Other than not actually look like you. Ah, there's the third sparkle. Hi there. It's a diary. Oh, I probably shouldn't look. Refuse reurge! Look away. I'm too good to be looking at some person I don't know whose diary. Don't know's diary. The candle dimly lights the room. Lits. This looks like something Mum would have in her closet. Okay. Someone's bed. Whatever that squishy rabbit looking plushie is, it's adorable. Okay. Mirror, mirror on a wall, who is the most loveliest of them all? Even if this looks like a toy chest, I can't see anything inside of it. It's like a void. Correct. Stacks of nursery rhymes and children's books line the bookshelf. Is this a kid's room? He's reached past me. There are countless books about pet rabbit care on these shelves. Aria should pick up one of these. How to be a bunny? What? Number 1, grow lovely ears. Number 2, eat lots of carrot. Number 3, well, you're just going to have to wait 100 years until you're reborn. And in that time, you only have a 0.1% chance of becoming a rabbit. The other 99.99% of the ratio is the fact that you may just be a skeleton for eternity. So yeah, even if you really want to be a rabbit, the chances of being one are awfully slim. Let's see what this is. How could someone with the beauty you possess be eliminated from this world so easily? It makes me so angry. It's never fair to be claimed by death so early. They say the witch grants wishes, but for the price of equivalent exchange. And to breathe a soul back into the dead requires the soul of the one who wished it. So now I am bound by the witch's contract. I can't wait for your arrival. Where's this bloody witch? Why does this sound so familiar? It felt like something somewhere changed. Let's go back to the room with the panels and see what has changed. Because I believe that is the room in which it did change. If not, then I have no bloody idea what's going on. Yeah. So as you can tell, this is an environment, but it's not actually reality. But let's just say this is reality because it's a game. And for heaven's sakes, if you don't think any of it is real, then I have no idea what to say. If you see lots of soldiers just jumping about at hyperspeed, you know that's real because you've seen it in the game. You know what? I'm going to go off this topic. Anything that exists in the game isn't real unless it actually means to depict. I forgot what the word is now. Depict on what it actually is. And now that is going to light up. All of them are glowing now. What was that sound? Too interesting to be true. I'm going to save for the moment just in case if something happens. Something could happen. Anywhere, everywhere. And interestingly enough, something could happen. You know, these things could have a really, really minor rate of being... Okay, I thought it was within the room. But then this occurs. I thought there was something in the room I had to do. Now that opened up. Okay, so this is what it was. What? Write in the journal, Benjamin. Because if you don't write in the journal, then your life is going to be forfeit. So I'm not really understanding what the prologue of that was meant to be. The story of how our character came to fruition.
Huh?
What is this space? Dreaming in between dimensions. Walking this beautiful hut. Hi?
Huh?
Oh? Who are you? Hi. Thank you. I'm Stella. I don't know how to pronounce French. If that is French. Who are you? She's adorable. Oh, I'm Ben. My name is Ben. What is this place? That's my house. I really like to stay, but I kind of have to go. Where? It's a secret. Jump. That girl. I need to get to know her better. Let's jump to our destiny. Where the hell are we? Where am I? What's happening? I'm going to save in a different slot. Because there are 3 different choices there. And 3 endings. Let's see. Let's look in the window then. If there is anything out there, it's too hard to see. Oh, there's an eye there. Who the heck are you? Inch closer. Hello there, Benjamin. It's nice to see you again. I want to show you something. Can you come out to see me? Fantastic. Who was talking to me? Yeah, who and where was talking to me? Well, it's nice to see you again. Oh, give me a break, will you? I don't need you to be perspirating my every vision. Your eye is hideous, for goodness sakes. Are you for real? Are you actually serious? Lying in a pool of blood. I don't think we're actually injured. I think that was a hallucination. Where the heck are we? What are all these mirrors? Surprise! Tell me, don't you want to see that little cutie? Aww. Yes, of course, but what about me? Am I not important to you? Do you hate me? I don't know who you are. You fool. You imbecile. I care for you. Then so be it. Oh dear. What is this all leading to, for goodness sakes? And there's blood footsteps coming through here. Well, that's locked, for goodness sakes. I should know that I came from there. Hi. Oh? How did you get here? I don't think I want to talk about it. I didn't think you would be able to find me. Oh, Stella, you know. Oh.
Ben?
Can you do me a favor, Ben? Yes. Oh. Okay, I want to do a magic trick on you. Close your eyes. Close my eyes. Close your eyes, silly. No. I refuse. I refuse. Oh, fine. I'll close them. Can you hear me? Open your eyes. You gonna turn me into a rabbit? I'm awake. That girl, what was her name again? Stella? But my reflection is some other person. Maybe I did it wrong. Was it just some kind of sleep paralysis? It's still night time. Then that means I should go back and lucid dream some more. I can try to get her to get to know her more if I can find her. All I want to do is to see her. But I hope I don't get some kind of nightmare again. Let's hope for the best. Was that one of the endings? Okay, let's see what else happens. So, I've written that in, and then let's go back. I'm not sure, but I would believe that all those choices are just optional, but this is the only one that decides which ending you acquire. I don't know, I'm just going to test this out. Not going to ignore that, not going to walk backwards. Although it could be something.
Huh?
Your bunny ass.
Ben.
You're Ben. Okay, yep, I'm Ben. That's my house. I would like to stay, but I kind of have to go. Why? It's something important, I think. Maybe not, Ben. I can't. That girl, I need to get to know her better. Okay, we end up in the same destination. What other points are there which could make a different ending? Okay, so you're in the mirror. Remain weary. Oh, is that so? Okay, so your hand grabbed me. Oh, that was a death. Okay. Right there, that's great. I'm out of ideas on how to get the other endings. Trial and error, it would seem. No. Is that so? The same outcome. Bloody remember to save before inspecting the window. So that time around, I just chose to perform the ellipsis option. Well, it's not where or why, but it's just that. No. Step through. Ah, okay. Found something different. Somewhere which we decided to not see her. One of remembering, one of denial, one of accepting. But this is somehow different. Do I really want to go through there? And then down the ladder. Painting. Someone's eyes. They're brown like Mum's eyes. Okay. Then what's this over here? A rabbit? A scene of a child cradling a dying woman in her arms. Ah. And that. Some portrait of some guy I don't know. Some random guy off the street, which I barely remember. Okay, Okay, so what's this over here? What's over there? I'm not sure what that is actually. Looks like a maze. But how much time have I got in here before something happens? Oh, there's something up there. See if there's anything else. This path feels like it goes on for an eternity. Or it could even be an endless loop. The more I look at this now, the more I feel like that there's a continuation going on. There's the mirror room again. Why is that here? Reminiscing on past mirrors. There's no reflection in these mirrors. Where is this place? Am I still dreaming at this point? How did you wake yourself up in a dream? You pinch yourself, right? Nah, that doesn't work. That didn't work. At this point, I just want to wake up. And that mirror cracked. It broke. How? It's like a void. I can see something on the other side. Yeah, let's go in. What? Right in the century. Okay. What happens when we go into the void? We see stars align around us. Excellent. I love lots of colourful, lovely stars. And it's a rainbow formation. Oh, I didn't see red at the start. Now we go purple. Hi there. Who are you?
Benjamin.
It took you so long to get here, Benjamin. Did you stop along the way and think about how much I wasn't worth your time? I don't know who you are. What? I thought you knew all this time. Knew what? I'm you. What do you mean? I'm you. How would you think I'm not you? Do I look much too terrible to be you? So, did you stop along the way and think about how much I wasn't your time? Yes? Really? Yes? You're lying. Of course I'm a waste of your time. I'm sorry for being angry earlier and doing all that. I'm sorry I did this. Can you forgive me? Is my apology enough? I'm sorry I hurt you. And I'm sorry that's what I've done. I'm sorry that what I've done did you harm. You know what? Just go. Alright. I'll go then. I'll go. I will go. Wait. Why are you leaving? You told me to go, you imbecile. I changed my mind. What kind of idiot would leave me? What's wrong with you? I thought you cared about me as much as I care about you. You told me I can leave. I told you I changed my mind. Are you trying to leave me? Don't you dare leave me. I'm going to leave you. Oh. I'm going to leave you, Dennis. There is nothing you can do to change that reality. What is this, a nightmare? Sleep paralysis? Am I still dreaming? Should I still continue to do this? If this is going to happen every time I try to figure out what to write, then I should give up writing. We're not at the end of this nightmare yet. There isn't a way out. It's just how I'm going to die. Oh god, not this hand again. Really? Is it? Is that... Oh. You're letting us go. We always seem to skip in between worlds. And... 1, 2, and 3. Who are they? Different people. Don't you ever run away from me again, young man. My patience with you is running very, very thin. When you have a minor inconvenience, what do? Cry? Give up? Plan your own game? All of the above? Yes. For once in your life, you got something right. Congratulations. I don't like it when I lose patience because I get very angry at everything. Stuff like this happens. It's not my best quality. You know what? Go on, talk to these people. What? No! Okay. A young man clad in a fancy navy blue suit. He looks very handsome, despite tired eyes that makes him look a bit like a raccoon. His eyes are closed as if sleeping, frozen in time. No matter what you do, you get no response. A teenager, probably with stark, long, bluish dyed hair, wearing a beat-up, patched, oversized hoodie. Their eyes are closed as if sleeping, frozen in time. No matter what you do, you get no response. You, a beautiful woman with short brown hair like a waterfall. She gives off a strange, intimidating aura that I can't explain. Her eyes are closed as if sleeping, frozen in time. There we go, another one. A kid. He looks aimless and afraid. He's also lanky. His eyes are closed, but his face looks like he isn't resting easy. You get no response out of any of them. Why would you still try to talk to them if you know they're unresponsive, you daft idiot? What's wrong with you? You told me to... Oh, so you're blaming me for something that you should have realized in the first place. Get mad and fight him. What? You are disgusting. Stop, don't hurt me. Stop. You want me to stop? Look at me. I said look at me. Do you care for these people at all? You said you don't even know who they are. I'm a good person. If you truly cared for them, you should... Okay. Still, you're too much of a wuss to write even half decent things, so why should I even expect something good out of you? Look at you, you poor baby. You want to make things, but whatever comes out of your head is terrible. Isn't that sad? The way these people you're writing will most likely turn out to be done badly, knowing you. You know what? I'll make a deal with you. Will you take it? I don't know what it is yet. Can't you be patient for once? If you've managed to entertain me with this story of yours, I'll leave you alone. I'm bored of toying with you. You always react the same way, crybaby. You know how irritating it is to hear you cry yourself to sleep on the... Okay. How do I entertain this guy well? This is my room, and that's me? Are you stupid? Of course it's your room, and of course this is you. Do you have eyes? Look at this stupid kid. Well, are you going to look at this stupid kid with me or not? Can I just leave? No, I can't leave. Okay. That thing you're doing, lucid dreaming. I'm lucid dreaming right now, so this is a dream? This is completely real.
Huh?
Then how? Stop trying to change the subject. Do sleeping Benjamins dream of... Okay. Do sleeping Benjamins dream of making friends? Most importantly, do sleeping Benjamins dream of his own character? I think you know the answer to that. Finish these midicure stories of yours and make sure I like it. If I like it, then I'll leave you alone. But if you don't, maybe I'll take matters into my own hands. Maybe I shouldn't have approached you in the first place, dear one. What? I'm awake? Is that really me? What does he mean by taking matters into his own hands? It's still night time. That means I should go back and lucid dream some more. But I don't know if I want to anymore. Should I just give up? I'm just being a wuss. If I really wanted to put something out and share what I have, then I have to be alive for it. Good night. And we're back here. Where could a third ending be? I've looked around the game a bit more, and unfortunately I couldn't find anything in terms of a third ending to the game, but the only thing I did manage to find is when you're going towards the bedroom on the top left part of the map where that locked door is, if you don't encounter that mirror beforehand, the one which laughs at you, it blocks the enableness to go towards that other yourself. So, not other yourself, that other person that is like you but isn't you, it's just you. So if you don't actually go to that mirror, then the other events after falling down, regardless if you pick what or where or the ellipsis, no, so it's not where, why ellipsis, there we go. So that's going to be my let's play of this demo to Luke's Dream Girl. Hope you've all enjoyed it as much as I have. It's been a bit of a pleasant experience, I must say so. And yes, it is much of a lunar environment. Cosmos, space, and lovely pretty stars. And it also has a wonderful colour to it as well. So thank you very much for watching, and take care of yourselves.